Hola, I am Mr. Fomer Simpson, and you are now watching the YoAnty Sneaker Show.
Well, President Eisenhower was forced to cancel his trip back east today due to that young lady.
Alright guys, sneaker news. We saw Kanye rocking the 750 Yeezy Boost in all black. He was at a Givenchy show. Givenchy? I'm gonna go with Givenchy. It doesn't make me sound cooler, like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I don't. He was rocking the 750 Boost in black. Once again, we kind of had a feeling that they were going to come out in all black, and we don't know if they're going to officially release, but it's safe to say every single shoe he's worn, pretty much, that's been a 350 Boost, 750 Boost, the Yeezy boots, they're all going to release. So I expect the black pair to drop before the end of the year. They look really nice. Something about gray, man. I love the turtle gray. Is that what they're called? The turtle gray 350 Boost. I don't know, the gray color just seems a little better. The black just kind of blends. So I'm not like in love with the black version. Next up, we are getting like a tan colorway of the Adidas X Tubular, and they look fantastic. As you guys know, I did a review on these bad boys, and they are, my first thought when I put them on, I was like, they feel like a boot, because this is like solid, hard rubber. It almost reminds me of the outsole of the 750 Boost. So my first thought was these feel like a boot, and now with this tan fall colorway, that's a nice looking shoe for the fall, for the winter. I think you'll be able to wear those a lot and get a lot of use out of them. Like even these, like the one drawback is they fit big and they feel bulky. So I think like I couldn't wear these really in the summer, you know, and you got to wear like pants. That's why I think this tan pair could get a lot of use. They're almost like boots in a way. So I'm gonna keep my eye on those for sure. We'll see when they release. Could be within the next couple of weeks. Alright, we got more images of the 15 Lab 12 that's going to drop, and I must say, I said this way back, this was like, maybe even the spring when we first saw photos of these. I was like, now that's dope. Every single Lab shoe they've done, I haven't been a fan of. Like, I've actually disliked a lot of them. I understand what they were doing, and I actually really like what they were doing. I just personally, like, me wearing them just wasn't my style. However, these look incredibly sleek. I like the all white. I think the mesh from the 15 on the 12 looks really cool. So very promising. Once again, price point, I'm always weary now. Anytime I spend $200, you know, or more on a sneaker, I've got to like be like, all right, like this is something I really need and want. So it's a shoe I'm gonna need to see almost in hand to really decide if I want to drop over 200. But very promising coming up here this fall. Alright guys, so I was at the mall. I'm pissed. I actually had mall footage like in the sneaker store and stuff, and it got erased from my camera, so I don't have it. I was going to do a little mall trip video. But when I was at the mall, bada bing, bada boom, Jordan box, I picked up a pair of Jordan Retros. It was an impulse buy. I tweeted out, guys, help me. It was Labor Day weekend. It was a nice day. I was feeling good. You know when you walk in the mall and you're just like, I feel kind of good today. You like see a pair of shoes, you're like, yeah, you like put it on the tab, I'll take them. That's how I was feeling. I was feeling too good about myself. Where I was just like, oh, you guys, you know what I mean? I'm like, you guys still got these? Yeah, give me an 8.5. I'm good. Let's go. So that's why I have these. However, if anyone that follows me knows when these first came out, I really liked them because I thought, and I still do think it has like an olive look. The Jordan 9 statues, I really love the inside of the tongue. November 1st, 1994. Really cool shoe. It's a great, if you're a big fan of like, you know, black, white, and gold type look, almost like a New Orleans Saints colorway. Very nice, but to me, maybe I'm colorblind, it still does remind me of it being somewhat olive. And when these first came out, I said I was like, I really want those because they look olive. And even this, that doesn't look gold, that looks olive. And I like kind of that olive colorway. So overall, and I'm a big fan of white shoes. I like white shoes over black shoes. So they had the anthracite 9s as well. Materials on those are plush, clean. However, I just, something about this shoe, man, it pops. I like how it is all white, but it does have that black tongue with that nice gold copper look. I guess you'd call it a copper, but overall, I'm really happy I got these. Like, I'm really happy I bought these. Like, I didn't regret it. Like, I'm gonna wear these. I'm gonna rock them. I'm happy I got them. I'm not even a huge 9 guy, but like I said, I blame the day. I blame the moment. But you guys know me. That's what I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of going to the stores. I'm a fan of sometimes just saying like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna, you know, it was a fun experience. What am I talking? What am I even talking about? I don't know. You'll see these. You'll see these on feet in the sneaker rotation on Friday. Alright guys, so Q&A time. I got a good question here, and someone in the comments asked if I could do a sneaker collaboration with any musical artist and brand, what would it be? And, you know, obviously, naturally, everyone's always going to go with Nike and Jordan, but right now I got to go with what I personally love wearing the most right now, and I would have to go with either a pair of New Balances or Sauconys. Saucony, I'd probably do the Grid SD. I love that model. It's a fantastic shoe. And then a New Balance 997 or 998. I really like the 997 too. That's a solid shoe. So one of the two I would go with. And someone who I've always loved is Kid Cudi. Like, I've been a Kid Cudi fan for a while. I love his style. I love his personality, his attitude. And he's someone who I actually really would love to meet sometime. And he doesn't like... I think he should sign to a sneaker, like get a deal like a Kendrick Lamar, where he's just like the face of Reebok or Converse or Saucony, whoever it is. Like, Kid Cudi is still the man to me. So I would go Kid Cudi, and we would do just like a dope collaboration on a pair of, let's just say, Saucony Grid SDs. Maybe, you know, go to his roots, you know, like Cleveland. Do some type of Indians-based theme. I don't know. I think it would be cool. He's a creative dude, and I'm not, so. Alright guys, that wraps up the YoAnty Sneaker Show. Hey, shout out to Mr. Fomer Simpson for doing the intro. I really appreciate that I really appreciate that samurai bow. Bow. Alright, I gotta end the show because I'm like an idiot. Alright guys, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Leave some comments down below. Follow me Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. I'll talk to you guys on Wednesday. Peace.